so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Happy Monday, June 24th. I'm your host, Dani Gurry, trying to get the date right. Got the day right. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. It sure was hot for June, and many events got canceled or had to make changes, and I know that put a lot of damper on some big plans. But hopefully you guys stayed hydrated and cool and had a good one. Good Morning Frederick podcast is available even in this extreme heat that we had, and it's available everywhere you stream. Still waiting for Apple. I'm not sure when that will be, but you can catch us on a lot of the other platforms like Amazon Music, iHeart, as well as just going to promocircus.com, and you can get all the episodes there as well. We've hit 466 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who keeps subscribing and pushing the subscriptions to our channel. Well on our way to 1,000 by September. Now we're at the end of June. I've got July and August to try to get those other 500 subscribers on YouTube. Hopefully we can get there. By subscribing and promoting the stream, you are helping local business. So when somebody asks, how can I help? I'm telling you, I know it seems simple, but just commenting, interacting, and subscribing with our streams, no matter where you see them, is a huge help. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I push YouTube all the time, obviously. And somebody said to me, oh, you don't have that many views on YouTube. Yeah, get it. We're trying to get there. However, we do have tons of views everywhere else we're streaming, especially in the home, in Everything Frederick and More group that has over 130,000 members now. Congratulations to Shannon and Everything Frederick and More for being the most awesome group around on Facebook. It has helped save so many local businesses, give so many businesses that leg up that they need, completely free to promote your business there. I recommend you do it and do it tactfully and utilize some, we call it the A/B measurements when you're doing marketing online. Put something out one week and then try something a little bit different the next week and compare your results. See what works. Adjust. Because I'm telling you, this group is quintessential in helping you succeed. It is the who's who of everybody in Frederick. 130,000 members in that group, and I'm telling you, you should utilize it. And that is why we started Good Morning Frederick, to give local businesses, nonprofits, cool people, another way, a vehicle to raise awareness, get exposure, and reach potential customers, and really just market yourself. And it is completely free to appear on our show. Have you been to the home of Everything Frederick yet? Well, you need to head there. It changes every time I go in there, And right now, we're collecting for Souls of Love, which is an organization providing new shoes for kids K through 12 just in time for the start of school. Now, this year, my goal is 200 pairs of shoes. And I really have to give a huge thank you to Ken's Transmissions and Positive Technology. Each of them sent a check for $500 to go towards my goal. Feel free to contact me if you'd like to send a tax-deductible check or if you want to drop off shoes. You can do that at the shop anytime. Also at the shop, there is a yellow Stuff the Bus bin from United Way. We're collecting new school supplies as well to help kids in Frederick County. You can shop for school supplies now and drop them off at the shop Thursday to Sunday. Now you might be saying, what is all this about? Why are you guys always doing stuff? Well, this is exactly the reason. Everything Frederick and More and Good Morning Frederick are perfectly aligned in giving back to the community. Our community of Frederick is amazing and awesome, and we just want to raise awareness about some of the awesome organizations helping our community, and we'd like to be a part of it. So that is why we have all these opportunities for you to give if you can. All right, on the show today, Alexa Bedwell joins me to talk about the Women's Giving Circle, which is an amazing collective of women who are making a humongous impact on our community through a lot of local charities. And it's Pawsome Pet's Monday, thanks to Pet and Home Care. And Bob Miller joins me from WFMD's Morning News Express to cover news, weather, and sports. Plus, as always, I've got all the events coming up this week and beyond. All right, let's get your week started right. Thank you so much to We Help You Move, whether you're moving across the street or across the country. Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the whole thing easy and stress-free. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a huge supporter of the Frederick community, and we're putting it out there for Nick to get to Montana. He's got to recuperate, though. He had this amazing event with Pulling for Veterans on Saturday, which was a family fun day, veterans free afternoon. And, the heat was unfortunate. They did so much to keep everybody cool, though, with misting and a tent with a fan. But the food and the entertainment was phenomenal. So want to thank him. He's recovering from that. No, I'm telling you, it was a long, long day for him and the team at Pulling for Veterans, and We Help You Move. All right, Bob Miller has joined us. Let's find out what's happening in news, weather, and sports right now. Well. Good morning, Bob. How are you today?
I am great, Dani. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Had a great weekend. What about you?
Yeah. We had a pretty nice weekend. My wife and I did a little traveling, not a whole lot, just kind of around the area, seeing some things that maybe we haven't seen for a while.
Nice.
So that was nice. And
Yeah.
Nicholas Walker recuperating means that he woke up at 7, not 6 or 5,
Exactly.
to start his day.
Exactly. I'm telling you, Workhorse is, if you look that up, his picture would be right by it.
Yeah, I just am amazed at what that man does on a daily basis and all the work that he really does do. Because I could not keep up with him.
Nor could I for sure. I could not. Yeah, and I tell you, I think a lot of people felt the same on Saturday. I mean, obviously, the heat was unbelievable on Saturday. We did have a nice breeze at the Burkittsville Ruritan Club. I'd never been there before. They have some nice grounds up there, but yeah, it was pretty steamy.
Yeah, it was, and what lots of things to do at the over the weekend. Of course, obviously in the news, they had the Frederick Pride Festival. The governor of the state of Maryland, Governor Wes Moore, made an appearance here in Frederick. Always happy to see the governor show up in Frederick County. We sometimes didn't get to see that from past governors,
Right?
So we're kind of glad. And again, Frederick showcased. Another wonderful event in Frederick County, in Frederick City. So that's always a good thing to see.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And other news out there yesterday, one of the things that you might have to be looking out for, it's not a big deal, but Frederick County is going to start doing a little transportation. I have to put on my glasses for this. I am so sorry. I'm getting so old.
You need to increase that font size.
I do have I can take it and screenshot and make things bigger than that. But overnight repair on 15 and 26 are going to start this week. The Maryland Department of Transportation State Highway Administration said they started yesterday, and hopefully they're going to be completed sometime in the near future. So 9 p.m. crews will be doing repairs on southbound US 15 ramp to eastbound 180 or Jefferson Pike. They're going to close those ramps, 3 lanes to repair cracks and depressions in the roadway. So, I mean, if you're heading out and about, you might want to just make sure that you have you deal with that and you don't run into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In a unanimous vote last Tuesday, Frederick County Council approved a zoning ordinance which updates the definition of bodyworks establishments such as massage parlors, spas, and added some new criteria. The purpose is to make sure that these establishments are not fronts for such activities as human trafficking, money laundering, prostitution, and drug crime. One of the co-sponsors was Councilwoman Renee Knapp. She got a letter of support from the Commission for Women, and this is a good update on the important issue to protect people in Frederick County, she said. So we don't need that in Frederick County. Not at all. Not at all. We don't need that at all. Other news out there, of course, obviously there was some shots fired incident in Urbana, and charges have been filed in connection with those shots fired incident in Urbana. Adrian Mendoza Malam, 48, is charged with 3 counts of reckless endangerment, firearms possession by a convicted felon, illegal possession of a regulated firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, possession of narcotics with a firearm, and a violation of extreme protective order. This happened on Friday when they were called to a home in Urbana. When they arrived, they heard gunshots and the establishment perimeter to prevent Malam from leaving the house. He was the sole occupant of the home, according to authorities. So good, quick, fast thinking for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
In sports, I'm sorry, I don't mean to go too fast. I just know you have so much content to get to.
You're good, Bob. You keep going. We're on to sports. Go.
A month after the Orioles were swept for the first time in 2 years, they found themselves on the wrong end of another one this weekend. The Orioles lost 8-1 to the Houston Astros on Sunday, dropping a third straight game to the surging American League West club. Astros jumped all over Albert Suarez with a 4-run first inning. The Orioles offense, which had a kind of a new look on the lineup card, never got going. So the Orioles swept for the second time. And we're just not used to that with being Oriole fans this year, are we?
No.
Lane Thomas doubled in the tying run. Joey Meneses singled a drive and go-ahead run. The Nationals rallied in the ninth inning to beat the Colorado Rockies 2-1 on Sunday. They took their 3-game series 2-1. Freddie Keys finished a 4-game series against the State College Spikes on Sunday with a second straight stellar performance, winning 12-0 on a 2-hitter at Nimio Field at Harry Grove Stadium. Keys scored 5 runs in the bottom of the third inning to make that game theirs. And they hit the road, taking on Mahoney Valley Scrappers with a 3-game series on Tuesday night in Ohio. And who will lift the Lord Stanley Cup tonight? Because somebody's going to do it. The Edmonton Oilers, listen to this, bounced back from a 3-0 deficit to have a final Game 7 tonight against the Florida Panthers on hockey's hallowed trophy at stake. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens. But if the Edmonton Oilers are able to come back and win 4 games in a row. It will be one of the biggest comebacks in sports history, attempting to block out ramifications to focus on something not done since 1942. And I don't know if you saw this yesterday. Scotty Scheffler had to wait out a climate protest on the 18th green. Did you see this?
My husband was watching, I think. Yeah.
Yes. They stormed the 18th green. They looked like they had some kind of smoke bombs or something else. And they were tackled almost immediately, but they had to wait to clean off the junk that they left. They had to wait to be, for them to take the arrested people off. And he also had to wait for Tom Kim, who had a tying birdie on the last hole of regulation. So what did it do? It just sent him back to 18 again. And Scotty Scheffler, well, we all know what Scotty Scheffler does. He closed with a 5 under par 65, 22 under 258, and won the championship game at TPC Rivers Highland and the Travelers Championship. So another win, 6 wins for Scotty Scheffler before the month of July. That's unheard of, and not many people have done that. Not even Tiger Woods.
He is on quite the roll. My goodness.
Yes, he is. I mean, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. He is making some bank.
Yes.
And he's going to have to. I saw his beautiful wife and his new beautiful baby. Yes, he's a great golfer, and he's fun. He's fun to watch.
Absolutely. You'd be happy being his caddy right now.
Oh, I would be. And yeah, Ted, gosh, I can't think of Ted's last name real quick. But, he's kind of his own little Instagram star. Yeah, I think they make like 5 to 10%.
Yeah.
Something like that. So that's a nice little bank. It was hot over the weekend. But guess what? Today it's a little cooler temperatures, only in the upper 80s, and then maybe in the 90s on Tuesday and Wednesday. Falls back to the high 80s on Thursday, Friday. Back in the 90s on Saturday. But we got some sunshine. Not a whole lot of rain. Maybe a scattered shower on Wednesday.
Well, that was good. You did all of that. I love it.
I try. I mean, I fret over it. I had to go down and get a new shirt because I had a big stain on my other shirt right there. I'm like, I can't let Dani see that.
Your hair looks good today, though.
Dani. I'm a slob, Dani. I am a slob. That's it.
I love it. All right. Well, we'll let you hop off and change back into your stained T-shirt for the rest of the day. We appreciate you looking lovely for us.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. All right. Want to thank Bob Miller from WFMD's Morning News Express. All right. Let's talk about the giveaway. And we have a sponsor today for our giveaways. The giveaway is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Help veterans, and you can help the environment by recycling at Reliable Recycling. Take your recyclables and mention Pulling for Veterans, and they'll donate your proceeds to them. Great for all involved. Also, upcoming, the flea market, July 28th. Fun. 150 spots are available. All benefits Pulling for Veterans. All you have to do, if you go to Pulling for Veterans on Facebook or go to outreach at pullingforveterans.org, you will be able to find out more information about grabbing your spot for the upcoming flea market. Tons of people went in April. And July 28th is the next one. You get a 10 by 10 space for just $30. So grab all that stuff you want to get rid of and grab your space at the next flea market for Pulling for Veterans. All right, our current giveaway this week is the Maryland Lottery Scratch-Offs. And be sure to check your texts. The winner has been texted from last week for their 5 scratch-offs. And we're going to have Gail on the show later this week to tell us about some big winners that were close to us and some new games coming up as well. That's with the Maryland Lottery. And you can go to mdlottery.com for more information and to register. There's a lot of great things when you register. You can get that app so you can scan your tickets. So easy. I love it. All right. After the break, I have all the events, and I chat with Alexa about the Women's Giving Circle, and you're going to meet Miriam, this week's Pawsome Pet. And it comes up right after this.
Elevate your next party with Dreamscape Slumber events. Over 12 themes and customization available for kids, teens, and adults to enjoy. Don't have the space? We have solutions for that too. Search Dreamscape Slumber events on Facebook.
All right, let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. In Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, pretty much anything you can put on your floors, they can handle. Call them today at 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or you can go to atlaswoodfloors.net for more information. Schedule a free quote, and maybe my little brother Jeff will come out and see you. You can ask for him by name. Ask for Jeff at Atlas Wood Floors. And get those floors done like you've always wanted to do. They refinish floors, they'll put in new floors. Whatever you need, they can handle it. All right, if you want to know what's happening in Frederick, you know where to go. You can go to promocircus.com and click on the events calendar right here. And oh boy, are there a ton of things happening coming up this week. Let me look at the agenda view. Where are we? Okay, we're on June 24th. Let's see what we got here. I've added in a bunch of really cool historical tours. It's summertime, and if you're got maybe people coming in from visiting from out of town and you want to take them to do some fun stuff, I'm telling you, this calendar is the best thing for you. The Historic Homes Tour happens a few times a day in Emmitsburg throughout the week and the weekend. Very cool tours at the it's about the legacy of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. I love it. Never been on that tour. I might have to check it out myself. You'll see it a couple of times a day as they offer it up there. Also included more of the events happening at the Frederick Library. Somebody said something to me the other day, and I said, oh yeah, I've got, I think about 90% of the events happening at local libraries are on this calendar right now as well. There is also a recruitment event for transit services. That is today at 3 o'clock from 3 to 6. If you're looking for a job, you can check out Transit Services of Frederick County. That's at Rocky Springs Road. And if you enter off of Rosemont Avenue, you'll see it says road closed, but you can get through right there to where you need to go. 1040 Rocky Springs Road is where that is. You can apply on the spot with the HR team is going to be there. You can interview, and then you can complete a driving skills test. You can potentially walk away with a job offer. So head to Transit Services today, 3 to 6 for that recruitment event. Got a couple more carnivals that kick off today. The Harney Fire Company Carnival, which is in Tawnytown, and Smithsburg Fire Company Carnival are kicking off as well. So if you haven't had enough of carnivals yet, you can check those out. This is funny, and I Don't Like Monday's comedy showcase happening at Rack Brewing every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. I believe this is free. So yeah, I'm almost positive that this is free. So you can check that out at Rack Brewing, which is over on Sagner, right next to Attaboy. You can check that out. I like that. I don't like Mondays. Comedy Showcase. Great time for that. Tomorrow, you will see there is a really cool teen studio at the Urbana Library. I saw somebody on Everything Frederick and More asking, hey, is there anything to do for teenagers? This is perfect. 4 o'clock tomorrow at the Urbana Regional Library. You can create a graphic novel. I love that. I love that the library offers something for everyone, including teenagers. There is also a creative writing workshop on Tuesday from 8 to 9:30 at Frederick Arts Council's Studios Classroom in downtown Frederick. I think that is awesome. Last Tuesday of every month, they do these great workshops. I found a lot of stuff, not only there, but Sky Stage. Who knew there were so many events happening at Sky Stage all summer long? There are a ton. You can actually search Sky Stage through when you're on the calendar and find out all the great programming. Most of it is free. Some is small donations, and a lot of great stuff there too. On Thursday, the 27th, we've been talking about the bouquets and bubbly at Frederick Floral Bar. Of course, it's also alive at 5. WFMD is up the creek, and WFRE is doing country on the creek. So, I mean, tons of stuff happening on Thursday evenings here in Frederick, and including line dancing in Thurmont at the American Legion, which I think would be so fun. And then this weekend coming up, this is one of the things I was talking about, Friday nights, 5 to 6:30, Drum Circle with Ayanna at Sky Stage. Very, very cool. There's a suggested donation of $10, but I think she brings everything out to you, and you can learn about drumming from her. There is also, this is very cool. I've tried to reach out to these guys to see if I could talk to them. This is Don't Tell Comedy. It's a secret location comedy show Friday night at 8:30. Apparently, once you purchase your tickets, you find out where you need to go, which I think is kind of interesting. It's like the old days of the raves back in the day, and that is Friday night. And this weekend, you can, of course, drop off your school supplies for Stuff the Bus at the Home of Everything Frederick, open Thursday to Sunday. We'd love for you to pick up some school supplies and drop them off to the shop if you get the chance, sometime before the end of July. And then we've got the 19th Street Band is playing at Rockwell Brewery Riverside. That is Saturday starting at 7 p.m. You do need tickets for that event, so be sure to check that out. And of course, you can do karaoke at Callahan's on Saturday night. And I'm telling you, they have like a tour group of people who come in and sing very, very well. Most of them. It's very fun to watch. And then Sunday, of course, the summer concert series in Baker Park is back this Sunday. Did you go yesterday? I didn't make it. My mom and I were making our sea glass trees at the Home of Everything Frederick yesterday. And I will have some video of that tomorrow to show you. We had a really great time. I've never done anything like that before, so it was a lot of fun. So if you want the calendar, you can either text calendar to 888-465-2944 or just go to promocircus.com and find the calendar there. All right, we're going to take one more quick break, and then you're going to meet Miriam, who could be your newest furry friend. And Alexa invites all the women watching to the Women's Giving Circle. That's coming up right after this.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon Flannery beyond compare.
Yes, and A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and it's right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding, and they can handle your windows and gutters, along with any patios and decks, whether you need them fixed, repaired, or you need a brand new one. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you can get that $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Call Sandra. Let her know that you heard about her on Good Morning Frederick, and she will take great care of you. I know that for sure. A&S Construction, for everything you need for outside your home. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in the neighborhood. Doing good in the neighborhood, sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House, fueled by love and positivity. You can visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at dublinroasterscoffee.com, where you can order products online and have them shipped right to your door. Boy, that is convenient for sure. All right, Alexa joined the Women's Giving Circle more than 10 years ago, but she's now able to dedicate more time to the organization, and she's excited to invite you to attend as well. I'd love for you to meet Alexa Bedwell. Alexa Bedwell, she is a part of the Women's Giving Circle, which is an amazing organization giving back to the community. And you're the incoming programming chair starting July 1.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been a part of the Women's Giving Circle?
I joined in 2010. The organization was started in 2006. I became a member, and I would participate here and there, but it's really only been since about the last year and a half that I've really gotten involved.
Yeah, well, one of the reasons for that is you were very, very busy up until then.
Yes.
And if you're not familiar, Alexa's dad started Charles Studio.
Yes, in 1970.
I have photos your dad took of us at Yellow Springs Baseball. I remember when he did that. And I also have a family portraits that I did for my parents in 1980 something that he did too. So so you were very busy, obviously, a lot, and now you're kind of pulling back a little bit, and you have more time to give back.
Yes, downsizing. I am just bursting with gratitude for my life. I just feel very grateful, and I want to find ways to give back to the community. So
and that's kind of the core of the Women's Giving Circle, right?
It is. It's collective giving.
Yeah.
That's really the core, is that if financially contributing to an organization is something that speaks to you, contribute. We make a collective giving, and then annually organizations will submit grant applications.
Yeah.
And then a committee reviews those and puts a lot of time into meeting with the organizations, seeing where we can best use our money collectively to empower women.
Yeah, and it's really crowdfunding at its finest, right?
Yes.
So it would be, and there's nothing wrong with giving $100 here, $100 there, but if you're giving about $1,000 over the course of the year, then doing it with hundreds of other women makes that a really big impact on the community.
And we have just over 470 members.
Whoa.
So really a lot of women over time. To join, you make a commitment for 3 years to contribute $1,000.
Yeah.
But we are close to about $3 million over the course of the organization. And this year we gave out over $275,000 to 14 different organizations.
Yes, that's incredible.
Really impactful.
It is really impactful. And is there any theme of the organizations you guys look for, or you just really kind of go, okay, we're taking all these applications and we'll just pick our favorites or pick the best?
No, I mean really doing a deep dive into the organization and looking for programs that are going to help empower women, that are going to help them get through some difficult circumstances and be able to sustain themselves, be able to be self-sufficient, really get them to the next level.
Yeah, and so I remember attending a luncheon. Carlos, who is the founder
Yes.
of the Women's Giving Circle, invited me to, I mean, this might have been 2008, maybe. And that's where I first heard of COIP,
Yes.
Children of Incarcerated Parents Partnership. And I said that to Sherry when she spoke at that luncheon. It had never dawned on me to think about the kids of the families who
Right.
might be incarcerated. And so I love the fact that there are luncheons that happen, and you guys still do that, right?
Yes.
With speakers at each one?
So we meet 4 times a year, and that's
Okay.
what the program chair does. So
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
they'll be my
Yay.
my responsibility.
Yeah.
I'm excited, I'm nervous. So we have a luncheon in September. We have a breakfast in March, and they're all open to guests. I mean, open to anyone. Look at Facebook. You can sign up and join. Come to one of the events to kind of see more, get more information. And then we have a holiday party that's for members only. But last week we just had our annual grant awarding.
Yeah. And that would be a spectacular thing to attend.
It really is. And to
Yeah.
hear from each organization how they're being impacted.
Yeah.
And then we have some monthly coffees that are informal. I mean, there are a lot of ways to meet some people and connect. But it's really, the fundamental is about the giving.
Yeah.
Then there are other opportunities to connect with members.
Right.
and
Yeah. So whereas some groups are more social and the giving is a part of it, this is really focused on helping women and children who have been impacted by
Yes.
whatever life has to toss them through these great organizations.
Yes.
Who was awarded this year?
Oh, gee. So it's 14.
well,
COIP,
you don't have to do
again.
them all.
Yeah. United Way, Hartley House, Frederick Housing Authority, Housing
Yeah.
Frederick, a Beyond Shelter, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
the
Religious
Coalition.
Just interviewed them. Yeah.
A few more.
Yeah, that's okay.
should-
I put her on the spot. I told her she would know the answers to all the questions, and I just threw that one at her. But look, great organizations, again, who are really focused on helping women beyond whatever they're in right now, and then, in fact, the children, if they have them in tow. What's been because 10 years is a long time. Wait, did you say you've been a part of the org 13 years, 2010?
It's actually 14 years since I
Okay.
joined.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty good, actually.
I mean, I joined. I had aspirations to get involved, but I guess, at the time I had a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old.
Right, yeah.
And a growing business.
Yeah. Understandable. And you were still contributing, so you were still
Yes.
helping. You
I
were
was
just
doing-
more of the passive helper.
Absolutely.
Now you're a very active helper.
Yes. Time, talent, and effort.
Yeah.
Energy right now.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that because I had always thought the Women's Giving Circle you could only join by invitation, and I think that that's been a misnomer.
Absolutely.
Because of I don't know how. I mean, I think we just perceive it because it's such a great organization. Maybe
It
we
is.
feel like
It
you have
is.
to apply or something, but you do not. So
don't.
you can attend a luncheon, you can attend a function.
Yes.
Talk
You
to
can-
some of the people.
You can attend anything as
Yeah.
a guest.
Yeah.
There's a small fee for
Just to
any
cover
of
the
us
cost,
just to cover the
sure.
cost of lunch. But we welcome members because I feel like when members come and see what we're doing, when guests see what we're doing, I just think, who doesn't want to
Right,
join?
yeah. Who doesn't want to help?
It's a
for
great
sure.
cause.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's helped Frederick, it's benefited Frederick so much over the last 18 years. And in 2 years, we'll be celebrating 20 years.
That is amazing.
So just a big impact to our community.
Yeah. So what are you most looking forward to this coming year?
I'm looking forward to the September luncheon.
Okay.
I feel like I sound like a little bit of a cheerleader sometimes when I get going, but I just feel like the women in the room in that luncheon, every second is valuable. Every moment of their time is valuable. And I want it to be beneficial. I want it to be enriching. I want it to just be something that they're excited about and they want to share. Not only do they want to contribute, but they want to share with
Yeah.
someone else and just make it a larger, more inclusive group.
Yes. Well, I do think that having you on board as the cheerleader for this coming year. I have a feeling there'll be an influx of people just going to check it out, and that's what you're invited to do. Where can people get more information?
We have a Facebook page.
Okay. And you have a website.
Yep, frederickwgc.org.
Okay.
And there's a link to, like, if you click on the leadership page, there's emails for all the leaders. I'm
very good.
Alexa.Bedwell at frederickwgc.org, and you're welcome to email me. I'd love to connect with you, answer any questions, and if I can't answer them, I can find a person who can answer them.
Yeah. Do you guys have a membership goal at all?
No, I don't think so. I think it's more organic, open to, not a specific number, but just continuing to keep the energy up. You join, and there's a 3-year commitment for giving, and then it's really just giving that feels right for you after that. So just continuing the energy to just try to as much money as it comes in, we can give out to organizations.
Yeah, so this is an all-volunteer organization.
100% volunteer. We are under the Community Foundation, is where the fund resides.
Yeah.
But everyone in the Women's Giving Circle is a volunteer.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I think it's, again, a spectacular part of this community that many people probably don't even know that exists, supporting these organizations who are doing such great work. And, I think it's really valuable. So check out the luncheons, come in, talk to Alexa. She'll tell you. It's a really, really great organization. And I think when you go in there, you'll probably see some people
Yes.
With 400 members.
Right.
You probably know somebody or a friend of somebody's. Yeah.
And not know a lot of people too. I've heard you say on your program, I mean, I'm a Frederick native. We're both TJ graduates.
That's right.
The kids are TJ graduates.
Yeah.
But sometimes there are moments where you feel like, wow, I really know a lot of people. I
know,
can't go anywhere without knowing someone. And then sometimes I'll walk into a room and think, wow, there's a lot of people I don't know. Which my awkward side goes, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's me.
But it's an opportunity.
It is an opportunity.
It's an opportunity to connect with new people.
It is,
get
for
the
sure.
word out. I mean, Frederick rocks.
Well, and I think too, look, because I'm awkward too, and I don't like those situations where I don't know people. So if you need a buddy or a friend, you can email Alexa, and she will take you right under her wing and introduce you to people to make you feel welcome, because I know how awkward that can be. I'm really an introvert at heart, and I'll even go with you. We'll go as guests together.
Teamwork.
For sure. We'll team up together. Well, look, I think you guys are going to have a spectacular year. And I'm looking forward to kind of this new-ish energy, or reinvigorated energy that you'll bring to the board. Congratulations on that.
I'm really excited. I mean, honestly, the foundation that Carlos built, it's really remarkable. And the amount of time and energy she put to lay the foundation for years. I mean, it's almost like she had a full-time job getting it going. So it's an amazing foundation.
Well, she built it in a way that it will be going, I'm sure, for decades after. And I think that is a testament to her and her vision for getting things started and wanting to do this, and the growth and potential that it has. So it's phenomenal. All right, I want to thank Alexa for sitting down with us today. Check out the Women's Giving Circle. I think you'll find it surprisingly fun and make your heart feel great, for sure. I know that. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Dani.
All right, the Frederick Women's Giving Circle, serving Frederick County. Look at all of those charities that they support, and now millions of dollars have been given over the years, and the group growing only means they can help more, and that's just a phenomenal part of that group. And Carlos Klein was the founder of the Women's Giving Circle, and still involved, and I know that she is certainly should be happy with how things are going. All right, if you're looking for a new furry family member, I'd love to introduce you to Miriam. She's today's Pawsome Pet, sponsored by Pet and Home Care. You can enjoy peace of mind with over 25 years in the industry. Pet and Home Care has served more than 5,000 clients and 10,000 pets from Washington, D.C. all the way to Frederick. Their award-winning Pet and Home Care team members are bonded and insured employees. They do not use subcontractors. Check out petandhomecare.com for all the information. And now let's head to Frederick County Animal Control to meet Miriam. Here with Bethany at Frederick County Animal Control right on Rosemont Avenue. And you have a cute little timid right now.
Yes, so this is Miriam, and she's one of our many terrier mixes, and she's on the smaller side, so she's a good size. She's a super sweet girl, but she does need some confidence boosting.
Yes.
So we are looking for families that have teenagers or adults only. No small kids for her. Somebody who is familiar with her former family expressed that she doesn't really like younger kids.
Okay.
A lot of dogs can find them unnerving just because they're loud and they move fast and they don't really understand boundaries.
No.
So that makes her a little bit nervous, but she has tons of potential. One of the things that we've definitely noticed about her is that actually it's loud noises that really make her feel very uncomfortable. She's done really well here in quiet spaces, but the kennel is very overwhelming for her with all the other dogs barking and the doors opening and closing. So a quieter family, maybe a more rural or suburban area as opposed to, living right in downtown, things like that would make her feel a little bit more comfortable and relaxed.
Yeah, she looked to walk well on a leash.
Yes, yes.
So
she knows a sit, and she has recently been to puppy camp. So they were not working necessarily on like the basics of good manners, but they were working more with her on her issues with fear.
Okay, right.
So getting her more comfortable with new people and learning, what strategies works best for her to meet new people and not just new people, but new situations, environments.
Surroundings.
But she did really well there, but it is a rural area. It was a farm. It's quiet, so she was really loving her time there.
Yeah. Well, and it's nice to know that if your dog has fear or anxiety, a lot of that can be trained away, changing things that you as an owner may be doing and giving the animal confidence somehow. So
so there's a lot of different tricks depending on what's going on with your animal. Management is just things like, keeping her away from things that scare her.
Right.
Or, counter conditioning. So we're changing her emotional response to those things that maybe are fear inducing. So instead of thinking I'm going to see this and I'm going to be scared because I don't know what's going to happen, or maybe I've had a negative experience in the past, when I see that thing now, I get cheese and I really like cheese. So you can see them get excited when they see that person or object or environment because they know they're going to get something. So you've really flipped that. But all of those things take time. It's never like boom, it's done. You got to put the work
it's
in.
It's not a
with
one-day thing.
No.
It probably will take most of her life to continually reward and establish that. And coming from somebody who's got a dog with anxiety, I know for sure. You're constantly reassuring, but it's like your kid, right? You're not going to get rid of them just because of that, maybe.
And it, if
you know it going in, I guess.
If you're the right family, it's not as challenging.
It's not an
if
issue,
you are a family that has a quieter environment, you don't have tons of people coming and going, which a lot of people are, or if you just want your dog to be at home and in your yard and maybe go on walks and hikes, but you don't want her to go out to the breweries with you on the weekend, then it's not going to be as challenging. But you do want to make sure that not only with Miriam, but with any pet that you're looking to add to your family, you're picking the one that fits your lifestyle. A lot of people are like, well, I want this one because I like how it looks, or I want to help the one that needs it the most. You want to make sure that you're going to get the one that is going to fit into your lifestyle, because otherwise it could go south. And we want to make sure not only the animal is happy, but that you as owners are happy and the animal's going to stay in the home.
Yeah. How old is Miriam?
I believe she's 5 to 6. So one of our, senior dogs, but not super old. but she's beautiful, kind of like fawn and white, and those great perky ears.
She reminds me of what was the Spuds MacKenzie dog?
I'm not sure. She reminds me of one of the dogs that we used to have, Julie, one of our longtime residents, the black one. That I called the alien pig dog. She kind of has the same look to me. But she's up, right now she's been up front as our front office dog because it's quieter up there, and she's been doing really well. The maintenance man walked in and she was just sniffed him and walked away. Great. So
you guys are doing your own form of kind of immersion therapy, I guess.
Great. Just quieter, so she already feels more relaxed.
So if someone is interested in Miriam or any of the other dogs that I put the pictures up of that are in the entrance, what do they need to do now?
So the best way to go about, starting that process is to book an appointment. So that's going to be at visitfcac.as.me. You can pick, what time works for you, what day of the week. We are open Monday through Saturday with visitations later in the evening on Wednesdays. So there's a lot of times there. They're 1 hour slots. And just let us know, whether you're looking for a dog or a cat. And a lot of people are aware that our process for adopting a dog has changed. Hey, Miriam. So you're going to see like our catalog of dogs and kind of pick them out, and then we'll take them to meet you outside as opposed to going back into the kennels, because the kennels don't really allow them to show off their true personalities. And a lot of people are discouraged from further interactions because of their kennel behavior. So a little bit different process, but it's going to be a better process for the dog and for the adopters as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's she, again, we've been out here maybe 5 minutes and she's already relaxing a little bit. She came up and sniffed me. I think it's a different dog, and it's very loud in the kennels, and exciting about you guys having some construction happening.
I like to keep the I'm not going to think about it, so that when it happens, I'll be excited instead of I thought it was supposed to happen XYZ day and it didn't happen yet.
I bet the plans look amazing. Just what I've heard, it sounds like it's going to be wonderful.
It's going to be nice. Right now our facility is very loud. And it's not really built to have predatory and prey animals close to each other, and that's kind of what it is. The cats can hear the dogs, the rabbits can smell the cats, and so it's not conducive to a stress-free environment. And the new facility is going to have more corridors, so we don't have to walk through animal adoption areas to get to the front and back, but also keeping them further apart with those corridors and offices and kind of buffering sound so that they can feel more relaxed when they're here with us.
And giving them an environment that after 30 or 40 years when this building was built have come into play that people understand is the best way for rescues or shelters.
Exactly. This is just kind of old school stuff, and we're doing the best that we can.
You're working with what you were given, right?
We're definitely outgrowing this facility just in terms of general office space and kennel space. Our dog population has shifted greatly after COVID, whereas we used to have a lot less dogs. We have a lot more dogs. We just need different things, and hopefully we'll be able to get, it's going to be a challenging time as we're not moving. We're operating within the renovation, but, hopefully that period of the memory of that hardship will kind of dissipate once we get to that space where we're, in our new environment and everybody has things that make all their jobs easier.
Exactly. All right. If you're interested in Miriam or any of the other dogs, go to visitfcac.as.me. Get your appointment. Maybe start your application process if you're going to need to be approved by a landlord or your home or anything like that. And look, there's some great animals here, and you always try. Adopt. Don't shop. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. All right. Want to thank Bethany from Frederick County Animal Control. Oh, Miriam was so sweet. And at just 45 pounds, fully grown, perfect size dog if you're looking for an addition to your family. All right, coming up tomorrow, I meet Kyle Grieger, who tells me fascinating stories about the history of Keeney Basford Funeral Home and some laws I had no idea that were even in play. and I chat with Helen Roth, who gives me a brief about Scottish country dancing. And for just $5 per class, you can learn too. We're on all the socials, so while you have a minute, it's so helpful when you search, follow, subscribe, comment, share, all of that. On YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, you can find Good Morning Frederick. All right, happy Monday. Have a great day. Get out there and be great, Frederick.
From downtown streets to